As ready as I'll ever be.
All right. So, have you ever been in a situation where someone, I guess you've done something weird, and then someone tries to like empathize with you, and they say, like, oh, that is like, yeah, I mean, like, that's weird, but like I did this before, and it's something like way weirder. I'll give you an example.
I was gonna say.
You think about
I was gonna say, not off the top of my head.
So, when I was a lot younger, this is I don't know why this is like a core memory that I just remember.
Okay.
My dad. Well, I'll go back. I was taking a shower. I was younger, and I just like got in and like quickly got out, and I didn't wash my hair. Like I didn't like get the soap out of my hair, shampoo. And my dad, he's like trying to make me feel better about it. He's like, "That's okay." There was one time when I got in the shower and I left my hat on. And I remember, like, to this day, like, the reaction that I had, I was like, I looked at him like, you're the weird one. Like,
Yeah.
like those two things don't, they don't, like, you're weird now. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a hat. Really? Left his hat on. Now, did he actually do that, or did he just say that just to make you feel better?
I don't know. But, like, he was my dad, so, like, of course I'm going to believe him.
Yeah, oh, that's true, yeah.
But, like, you've never had, like a situation where you said, like, oh, man, like, I was jacking off and my mom caught me. And then your friend says, that's okay, my girlfriend catches me jack off.
Well, it's funny that you say that, because I do have plenty of those stories where, like, my friends have said, like, some wild stories of, not really wild. Well, the one is wild. The other one, though, is funny that you brought up, because that has been a conversation piece, actually, for the past few weeks. And oh God, how do I even start that can of worms? Like, how do I even open that? I mean, pretty much, my friend recently stated.
This is gonna lead great into the next thing that I want to talk about.
Uh-huh.
So just go ahead.
All right. Well, it was pretty much, he just said, man, I don't understand why girls get so upset when we jerk off. And everyone in my group chat was like, go on. Like, I
want to hear more.
We want to see where this leads to. And so then he went into the explanation of that, like, he's been doing it a little bit more frequently now.
Sure, of course.
And she's not really been in the mood, so he's like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna pop off when I feel like I need to, and so he's just been doing that. But he's like, but she's noticed me doing it a lot more now, and so then she's irritated with me because I'm doing that. But then every time I ask her, like, hey, do you want to have sex? She says no. And he goes, but then she just gets upset whenever I do it myself. He was like, it's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Mm-hmm. But then we asked him, they're like, why is she catching you jerking off?
Why does she know that you're doing it?
Yeah, like he has doors.
Uh-huh.
You know, his home has doors. I don't understand. I don't know if they have locks, but he has doors. Like, close the door before you pop one off.
The question must be like, he must be like, all right, I'm going to the bathroom, and then she's like, this is the fourth time you've gone this hour. Like, what do you mean? Yeah,
and you're in there for a good bit too. Sometimes you're in there for like 5 minutes. The other times you're in there for way too long. Like, what's going on? It's like I don't know what to tell you.
Well, when I'm in there for 5 minutes, when I'm jacking off. When I'm in there for longer, I'm just taking a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think. Well, for sure, I think most roommates would be able to tell if their boyfriend went into the bathroom to jerk off.
That's, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, they'd know their shitting time, and they've known their well, I guess they wouldn't know their jack off time, but, like,
I would hope not.
Yeah, but they would definitely know their shitting time, which I've actually been taking longer shits, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it
Not longer in the sense of like it's taking me longer to poop, like I have some sort of like prostate problem, but like
your shit is coming out longer?
no,
Okay,
no,
okay.
I'm just in the bathroom a lot longer.
Okay. So the you used to be like a you're in and out kind of guy.
Absolutely.
What's changed?
Well, it's changed because most of the time if I'm drinking, I have some few bevs in me, I'm in there for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just because I will get stuck on my phone.
Yeah.
Because I do my business and I just sit there.
And you're sitting and like it feels good just to be sitting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
sometimes you just go in there. I have a story that like kind of like not really relates to this, but also like does.
Mm-hmm.
There was one time when I have a couple stories about shitting and being drunk. There was one time whenever. All right, so that just happened.
Yeah.
I don't think if you're watching this, you'll realize that we're still standing, but in a different location.
Yeah.
Which I'll just like really like cap that off. Really funny that the last time I'm in your apartment, I just throw up everywhere.
What?
I got sick whenever I was at your apartment last.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to get you moved out and cleaned up,
Mm-hmm.
and I was. It was really weird. I was like standing on the like step stool trying to take down the soundproof stuff, and I kept like getting woozy like each time I would go on there, and I would be like, man, I gotta sit down. And then Isaac says like, why don't you just go outside and get some air? And like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Sit out there for a minute, and then like, okay, I'm good. Go back in, like, oh man, I'm gonna like pass out. And then I walk outside and just immediately just like chunk all over the place. So I mean, like a good send off for your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the amount of times I've been drunk in your apartment and like not thrown up,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty shocking.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But Andy, there's something which I mean.
Did we even mention that we lost audio for a second?
Well, you said that we were standing in different places, which.
Oh, that's true. I'm gonna check if I press play too, just to be sure. So just like just keep talking.
This
Yeah,
folks,
okay.
this is all fucked. We
haven't had a fucked episode in a long time.
Yeah, we haven't done an episode. As you can tell, we had to miss a week because due to my moving and just being absolutely just dead. Like I'm sure in the video you'll be able to see I look like shit. Yeah, I'm just so tired. And this is the first time where like even today probably didn't work out the greatest because like I had to go take dog right after worked longer today, and then I was like, look, we got to get it out. Let's just do it. Mm-hmm. I can't do it. Like we can't hang out like we normally do, but like it'll be fine. We'll get the video done. And then I realized I didn't have any of the thing set up. I didn't have any of the lights set up. I didn't have anything set up. So I said, shit, I got to do that. And then, of course, the first time our audio is cut out in a hot minute, I would say.
Yeah, well, I feel like it was just mostly before because of one of our internets fucking up.
Yeah.
But now, there's like no reason for it to mess up other than the fact that the cords on our mics aren't.
Yeah, we're thinking it's the cords.
We need a little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah, which then we'll do that, and then at the same time too, since I moved, we're gonna have to get shit up on the walls because right now it looks like we're in a prison.
Yeah, well, who's to say? We might be.
Yeah, and but that was just purely because I just have had no time to do anything, sure. And we'll get it.
But we're getting this episode out.
Damn right, we are getting this episode out because we said we were going to do it. We missed a week, pissed me off, but we had to do it. It was just not happening. But it's all fine and dandy. But with that move, Andy, you know what that means?
What's that?
New apartment,
mm-hmm.
New bottle of Kraken.
New bottle of Kraken, new boat shot.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that we never christened my apartment when we were together over the weekend.
We did not.
We didn't do a flight.
Yeah.
A flight shot.
That's right.
Take flight. I can't remember what we named it.
Yeah. Oh my God, I completely forgot about. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot that was even this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brain's gone.
See you later.
Yeah. See you later, brain. See you later, thoughts. Just yeah. You made a perfect comment whenever it was the day of us coming over to hang out. I got on for a little bit and we were playing Minecraft for like very few. And I was just talking about like how busy our schedule was and what it's going to be like and just the move and all of that. And you were like, yeah, if I was you, I would have just said, no, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I'm like, oh, and you're like, yeah, no, I wouldn't have been doing that.
Well, it's because I usually, for me, if I'm scheduled or like someone asks me to do something on Friday night, I usually don't do anything the next day. It's just because like if you think about it, like Saturday, like you can't really do much if you're planning on doing something like that evening, late at night, because then like you can't start something, because then if you start something you don't finish it, it's like it's half done. Like if you're cleaning, I guess it's fine because you can clean like a room, but then on Sunday it's like you have one day to relax.
Yeah.
So that's definitely my thing. Like if someone asks me to do something Friday, then I do that. But then if someone asks me again, like to do something Saturday, it's like, you had me.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
there was one, like you had one chance, and like if it was good or bad, like great, you know.
Yeah, that's not us. We said Friday and Saturday, let's do it.
But it's not. That's not you. Like that's like so uncharacteristically not you.
It was not my choice. We had a good time. I shouldn't say that it wasn't my choice or anything, because I did agree. Like, yeah, let's do it, because we went out with a couple of her friends from work, and great time. Would I do it again? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Would I do it on a Friday and then do something else on Saturday? No, it's not happening. Not a chance in hell. But this weekend, my roommate's doing something. I'm not doing jack shit. And then the following weekend, we got more shit to do. We're not even going to be here. So, woo.
I can see the excitement. You're like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. We're actually going to have to christen this apartment this weekend. That's what I'm trying to say, you know. Yeah, due to all that. But yeah, it's something.
You know, the other, like, not definition, but like the thing that we're thinking of when we say christen the apartment is just get drunk in it or take shots. I understand that christening could also mean fucking, so that we just leaving that maybe up to interpretation.
Now you called it out.
For our roommates to listen, and my roommate's mom. So that's we're skipping over the whole my shit story for another time, because I feel like this is what I wanted to get to.
Oh yeah.
And it just like it flowed right in. So my roommate's mom is listening to this now.
Hi, Mom.
I'm not acknowledging her. So we
You just don't even know where
I don't
to
know
go.
what to say.
Yeah.
We try our best to tell people to listen to this. You know, like that, like the whole point of like us doing this was like definitely just to do this for fun, but also to get people to listen to it. And like it's worked to an extent. But now I'm wondering where we stop. Like Alexa is on the phone. I'm sorry, my roommate.
Oh my God. Is that the first time it's been said?
No, I think.
Are you going to have to bleep it out?
I might just for fun. My roommate.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already doing so much of this episode anyway. Why don't I just bleep that too? My roommate is on the phone with her mom, and this is actually the day that we're gonna have our party. It was on Saturday, and my roommate's talking to her mom, and she's like making comments. She's like, "Oh yeah, is that right?" And like, of course, my roommate doesn't listen to the podcast, so like, why would she? You know, like, doesn't want to be supportive or anything.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
she makes the excuse that she isn't driving anywhere, so like why would she listen to it?
Yeah, everyone just only uses their phone in the car.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
That's the only time you listen to a podcast.
Yeah, that makes sense. Whatever. Way to go, Alexa.
Yeah. Well, now you said it.
I know. I want you to do more work on this episode, so I'm just going to keep saying names.
Well, she's talking to her, and she says, "So you had a good time on the couch?" And I'm like, "What does that mean?" She's like, "You had a happy time on the couch," and then like I'm like, "What does that mean?" I don't even know she's on the phone because she has her headphones in. I can't hear her mom. And then she hangs up, and then she says, my mom's listening to the podcast. Like, no. And then she says, you talked about jizzing your pants while sleeping on the couch. I'm like, what the hell? Like, there was an episode. We created an episode like specifically for our parents to listen to.
Yeah.
And there's nothing in there that we talk about. You with your roommate, me with my roommate. Like we keep it clean when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
ourselves though.
No, like we don't censor ourselves, and like I feel like I'm even like stumbling over my words. Like I don't know how to even start. Like there's an episode where it starts and like she's apparently loving it. Like she's laughing her ass off.
Awesome.
There are episodes where it starts with, do you think that cum has been said more in 2023? And then you rebuttal with, have we spread cum word of mouth?
That's great.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
I can't wait. I have not spoke to her since then. I mean, I don't really talk to her like other than whenever my roommate calls her. The only time I really talk to her is whenever I'm over at their house. I don't think I'll ever be able to go back to their house. And it's like it's a weird thing and like your mom has said it best. Like there's some things that you just don't want to know. Mm-hmm. If she is going to be my mother-in-law one day,
she knows a lot about you.
There's some things that she just should know. Like there are some things that I've said that like even Alexa doesn't know on this podcast. Yeah, like it's not like I've like kept it from her. It's just like I'm not going to talk about me cumming my pants on like while I'm on like a road trip or like on the couch. Like why would I just organically bring that up? Like we're just sitting on the couch, we're like, hey, this reminds me of that one time when I came.
Yeah, well, hey, look, the amount of time that we just talk about it on PlayStation, it would get brought up.
Well, that's the thing. It would get brought up, and she would hear it by us talking about it. I'm not gonna just tell her about this situation, and I'm sure as hell I'm not going to come over to my roommate's parents and be like, boy, do I have a come on the couch story for you guys.
Yeah, just it's an old knee slapper.
And you know what, I'm really like doubling down with this, like, because she's gonna listen to this episode now, and I don't know what to do.
Look, all I can say is I love it.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I love it.
I bet you do.
Give me some more of it. You know what I mean? Because whenever I was listening to you just go through the like emotions of figuring out that she was listening to the podcast, I loved every second of it. It was such a bright light in that cloudy day. Like, oh my God, it just made me laugh so hard. It was so goddamn funny. And I'm here for it.
So
keep on listening. Tell more people. Tell more people in the family.
Tell more like middle-aged women.
Oh, absolutely. I think they would find us hilarious. They would find us respectful and hilarious.
I don't know. I don't respectful. That I mean, yeah, we're respectful people, but I don't know if we're respectful people to ourselves.
Well, no, but that's just because we want people to know us.
That's fair.
And I feel like I've even said this before. I don't know if I've said it before on the podcast, so if I have, whatever. But, like, I will talk to people how I'm talking to you right now. And I don't want to put on a face between, like, people, because that's just too much. Like, one person you might be, like, really, like, I'm into cars with this guy, but in reality, I don't give a fuck about cars. Like, or I'm like this, so this guy.
You're the same. Like, you talk about the same things.
Absolutely.
You're not. You're like like I talk about cars with them, and like I don't mind cars, but like that's not me.
Yeah.
It's like
Or it's like I'm like holding back like my jokes or like what I say. It's just too much to keep a hold with people. So like even when I've met my roommates, like managers and like stuff like that, I'm still respectful, but at the same time, if they want to know Isaac, I'm still going to tell them a really stupid joke and probably make fun of myself or do something that'll embarrass Shayna. But that's just, hey, that's Isaac, baby.
I mean, if that's how we characterize that's Isaac, baby, then that's fine.
I also think I just said my roommate's name in that spiel, so add that to the ticker of. You're the one who wanted to mute it.
No, you were the one who said it. You said
no.
You should bleep it out. So then you just started doubling down on it. But here, like, you don't like really like you. So there's a difference. Whenever people say they don't have a filter and they don't like sway from like the kind of person they are, you are on the side of you don't sway from the person you are, but you filter yourself.
Yes,
because,
to a degree.
Like, you're not going to say the things that you say on this podcast around your in-laws.
Correct.
Like you might around your father-in-law, because like, but you're not going to be like, you're not going to say like, you're not going to talk about you coming, like that. Like,
well, no. But I would talk to friends and I would let it be known, because why not? You know what I mean?
But the thing is, like, do you want your mother-in-law to hear?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
But
like,
I've already made it perfectly clear. I've said no. Don't. Don't.
Well, like I thought I did too, but apparently the trust only goes one way.
Yeah.
Like it. Yeah. If she
you know what it sounds like, Andy? It sounds like you need to double down on this cum talk.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, which I do have a story actually.
Okay.
To full circle, I'm spinning my hands in the air right now for people who aren't watching. A full circle to a story about someone getting caught.
All right. Here we go.
I feel like I might have said these before, but I don't recall. I feel like I've told you before. This person's actually been caught by both of his parents. The one I can say...
Have you ever been caught by your parents? Before you get into it?
No. I think I came real close one day. I think I got like...
You're pushing it, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel the same way. Like, I've never been explicitly caught, but I feel like I've gotten close.
Yeah, I think it was like I pretty much was like, I think I got some time.
Yeah.
And then, was doing my thing, and then that's when you hear that front door. There's nothing more terrifying than when you hear a door open, and you're like...
in the middle of an act.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, oh my God. It's like almost like, have you ever just... shit with the door open, like wide open,
of course,
and then someone's walked in, you're like, God damn it.
And then you gotta like stretch over.
Absolutely.
And, like,
that's pretty much what it was, but it was just
were
you
schmoinging your boinging with the door open?
I think I was, because I was the only one home.
Yeah.
I was the only one.
I mean, I hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Close the door for who?
Well, let me tell you, when you live alone, you do everything with the door open. You do it with like the blinds open.
Oh yeah.
The window open. Like you don't care, because like
you do it here, you do it there, you do it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, So like that's what, especially when you're younger too. It doesn't fucking matter.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, you could be going up the stairs and you're like, I think I could pop one off right now. You know,
in the middle of the staircase.
That's what I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I got walls on either side of me. You know, like,
I'll lean on one.
yeah, exactly. I'll lean on one and use the other one to listen to the wall. You know, like it's ridiculous. But I think that was the only time I got very close. Like I heard that door swing open and I stood up and flung my door closed. And I can just remember, I think it was even my dad was like, "You good?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I just got out of the shower or something." Yeah,
and then your hair's not wet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I thought you were like, no, you walk out and you're dripping. Like you're sweating. Like, are you sure you showered? You look like you're out of breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to shower again.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to shower again. But so this one, like I said, he got caught by both of his parents. His parents were divorced, and so he got caught at separate houses.
Good.
Wild.
You just can't hold it in.
No. So the one, literally, he had like in his room. That room was a little strange because it actually had 3 entrances. Mm-hmm. So 2 of them, one of them was from the hallway, the other one was like near like the front of the house, like near the hallway, and the other one was actually a bathroom door that was connected to his room.
Okay.
I can't really remember the house's layout, but it was an interesting one. So he is in a recliner that he had in his room doing the business, and he thought he locked all the doors, but the one door he did not lock was the one that his dad came in. And then like he was in the middle of it, and he had to like hit the recliner down real fast, and his dad was like, "Okay," and then just like walked right out. Like,
can you imagine if it was like one of those recliners that like goes down slow, so you're just like, hold on. I'm sorry.
It'd been even worse with like recliner that you can't get closed on the first try. You know what I mean? Like where you gotta really like kick him with your legs. So he's just like, no, that's not what I look like.
Or you get like stuck and you're just like, no, stop, go away.
The stick's not going down. Yeah, like that would be.
Yeah, I mean both sticks. Aren't going
exactly.
down,
yeah, like I'm pitching a 10 here and this stick's not working. So like that was his experience with his dad, and I don't think his dad was just like, hey, just
lock a door.
Exactly. Yeah. Pretty much like he was pretty chill about it and was like, whatever.
I've never had that situation, so like I can't imagine either of my parents like how they would react.
Yeah.
To that.
I think my mom
would be horrified.
My mom would be horrified. My dad would have been probably horrified as well, but he probably would have been the lock the door.
Yeah. Like,
what are you doing?
Listen, I was your age.
Yeah, exactly. He'd probably be like, listen here, little savage. I understand, but like lock the door, you freak. My mom would have been mortified, and then she probably would have written me a letter explaining to me how mortified she was, because that's just her thing. She likes to leave notes, especially when it comes to stuff like that. She just don't talk to you about it, but the notes first. Yeah. So that's probably how she would have handled it. But so this guy's mom did not handle it with a note. She's the opposite of a note. She is a let me confront you.
I can't even imagine like your own mother or your own roommate's mother like walking up to you and be like, listen, this is what happened. Like, but I want to hear.
I was going to say it's not even like that though. It's not even like that, because this story actually, he was rattling them off, shuffling the dice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just crank the one-eyed snake.
Yeah, exactly. He rolled 7. He popped off. You know what I mean? So he was.
So he finished.
Oh, he was good.
Oh,
he was good. So.
Oh no.
But so, for whatever reason, when he was younger, when he redid this, he finished in his hand.
Okay.
Okay. So it's just a pool. Okay. And so he's done. I think he gets his pants back on, and he decides, okay, now I'm going to go, just
clean up.
Exactly. And whenever he went to go do that, I think he had to go out into the hallway with the bathroom as like door right there. And then right outside would have been the bathroom. So it's a pretty quick, like, squeeze in there. He opened his door, saw his mom standing right on the other side of the door, pretty much. And he was like, And she's like, what's up? And he goes, nothing, and then runs to the bathroom.
Like, what's that in your hand? Is that lotion?
So she's like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, nothing. And she's like, open the door. Because he's in the bathroom now at this point, and he's like freaking out. You know, it's one of those, I think he said it was one of those things where it's just like, he just didn't know what to do.
Right.
He was so like, just, so, and like his mom's pounding on the door, open this door right now. Like, I'm going to kick it down if you don't open it right now. And so he's like scrambling. He's just like, hand in the pocket.
Oh my God.
Hand in the pocket.
There are so many things. I mean, I'm sure, like, you're going through it. You don't know what to do. Wipe it off with a tissue.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think. But no, hand in the pocket. Opens up the door. She's like, what are you doing in here? Beating sweat. Nothing. I'm not doing it. You know, he's like, I'm not doing anything. And
I'm not doing anything. I got to take a shit. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
This is the situation of, like, don't be the weird guy. Like,
yeah, don't be the guy who pops off on your hand. Just do it somewhere. You know, you can just, I don't even know. Just
like, there was this one time where I got caught jacking off by my mom. Like, yeah, I mean, like, I got caught too. I put my hand in my pocket. Yeah. And like the cum was all over my hand.
Yeah.
Like, you're the weird one now.
Well, guess what? It goes further. Because it didn't stop there.
Of course not.
It never stops there. So he's like, you know, hand in pocket, you know, waving around his other hand like, I wasn't doing anything, I promise. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm sure you weren't. And she's like, what were you doing? He's like, I wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
Well, didn't that just take the wind right out of our sails?
It was I don't even.
Well, let's not.
We can't. It's got to end with cum.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna finish with cum. We're gonna finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going like erectile dysfunction on this. Like, he finished. We need to finish.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What's next, Isaac? What happened?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
'Cause I can't do it anymore.
So